What's going on, man?
Yo, what's good, Money? How you been?
Been doing all right, man. Been doing all right. So we're right in the mid season. We haven't even there yet.
For real, we haven't even done it yet. We need to.
Yeah, but I know what we're doing though. We're doing this episode 8. Right there. It's episode 8. So yeah, we're gonna talk about this topic too. That kind of relates to like the last topic, like we was talking about in episode 7. So they good. They go well together. You know, within this week that we release too. Well, in the week that we release. We ain't releasing this week. We still got to go through episode 1 through 6. Man, we ain't skipping episode. So yeah, basically like budgeting, saving money, and the simple ways, to build wealth. For those of you that said y'all don't have the funds for it, basically. So yeah, hopefully this one helps you out. So that's the topic that we're going to be introducing today. So the first topic I'm gonna go over is like why we're doing this. Now I already said why we're doing this, but I'm gonna go over a concept that we made this up, but it was inspired off the Acorn app. Like when you spend money, then it takes some, and start investing,
Right.
or save it up. Well, what about like after you just spent everything, right? Like if you still got some money left over within that week, say you got like $50 left over before payday, or $100 left over before payday, and why don't you just throw it in the savings? Like throw whatever you have left in the savings if you don't have that. So say you got like $20 left. You already went through this week, and then then it's the day before payday, and then you got like $20 left. Well, throw that $20 in the savings, right when you reach payday, or automatically do it, like because that's what I kind of do too, but I do it the other way also. Like I automatically take um money out of my account or out of my check-ins, and then I just do it on a savings without even thinking about it. So if you can do it automatically too, most likely you won't even be thinking about it. Be like, okay, now I can spend, and budget what I have left. And then that's a good way you can invest too, especially in the stuff that I'm looking at, like within the crypto market. Like for example, the stuff that's 43 cent, the stuff that's 3 cent or 10 cent or just under 1 cent, like half a cent or half of a half a cent. Like you can't tell me you can't at least, pay $20 for something that's that low. Now the challenge is knowing how to get it. I understand that, but like for the easy sites, that you can still find a lot of stuff for like 20 cents and under that you can just buy off with your card. So that's like $10 a week if you have to. So other than that though, that's what I'm talking about. Like when I say the Acorn concept is just take whatever you got left, if you have anything left, and then whether it's $20 or $30 or 15, just throw that in the savings, or you could just automatically take it out, right before, right on payday.
That's true. And this is a tried and tested method, because I think they teach this in the economics anyway to help you out. Whatever you make of your paycheck, put 10% in your savings. Now, you don't have to strictly do 10%. You can put whatever you're comfortable with. Whatever is your budget, whatever you can manage, just set some aside. You can put in your savings for the future. Because I'm pretty sure you can save at least 10, $20 to put aside. And I know times is hard. Sometimes you might have to reach into it, but for the most part, if you're consistent, I'm pretty sure you can do at least $10 or $20 to put into your savings account.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking about. Like the average person, and that's the least you can do. Like $10 or $20, even 15. You got 15 left. I know you can at least spare 10. It's just to throw in the savings. Like what if you've been doing that for a whole month? That's like what, $40 right there. You can make. I mean, that's a good investment. For stuff that I've been talking about, that's real cheap. Because we're talking about like the simple ways. Because we're talking about budgeting, but yeah, the simple ways to build wealth. No, it's just one of the ways you can do it. But yeah, it start off by just saving what little you have. Like we had to do at one point. Well, still doing to this day too. So that's it. Just remember the acorn concept is just taking what you have left, or just taking a portion of what you got and just throw it in the savings. Whether it's automatically or not. So
That's
so
true.
that's one of them. You know. So we're gonna go over another way. Another topic too. Another way that you can save money. So you can have room to keep building your portfolio too. So basically, let me see. Cooking your own food. I'm gonna just go with that. And I had people tell me too, since and I kept eating out. Like we all, keep eating out. Like at one point, we reached that point of we all done it before, and then we seen the difference. Eating out versus like cooking your own food.
Yeah, we definitely have.
Yeah. So, and then this is what I do. I mean, it's not financial advice, but I'm just it's my opinion right here. So this is what I do. Like, yeah, you can buy. You can go out and buy food, but I wouldn't do lunch. I wouldn't buy lunch and dinner on the same day, and then keep doing that every day because that's just too much money. That all adds up. So you could either buy lunch every day and then make your own dinner, or you can make your own lunch and just buy dinner every day, or you can just um make your own dinner and make your own lunch, and then you save more money.
That is true. And for I guess the people wonder like why are we even going into this? Like, how does this have anything to do with talking about building up wealth, or even generational wealth? Even if we don't make it as grand as it seems, these little techniques help you get through to the next paycheck. Just little small cuts like these help you get to your next paycheck. Like Money was saying, you don't have to eat out all the time. Example, like me too. I don't eat out all the time. At one point, consistently, as soon as I get off from work, I will go to McDonald's, Subway, Wendy's, just anywhere, just to get something to eat. But I'll take McDonald's for example. I will get one of the combos. It was like $11, or we'll say $10 for the sake of the argument. I will go there every day after work, and that was 4 days. That's $40 right there. And then sometimes on my days off, I might go there again. We'll say twice again. So that's $20. Altogether, $60. That's $60 just me just going to McDonald's or one of these fast food joints and getting a combo meal. I didn't have to go out every single day or even after work to get the combo meal. That's $60. That $60 could have went somewhere else. We're not saying to completely cut out going out to eat, just limit it. So what I would do, I still do it now to this day. I might go twice, not a week, but on my way to work or after actually leaving work, I only go 2 out of the 4 days I work, or sometimes even one day. Even now, I'm pushing it closer to I just won't go out. I'll go out after I finish working. After I work my shift for the week, that's when I go out to eat. Lunch. I know people love going out for lunch, whether it's for work or it's a day off. You want to go out with your friends, or just by yourself. You want to treat yourself something nice. Again, you don't have to go out to eat. You can cook your own food. I know some people don't know how to cook their own food. Some you can learn just some cooking techniques, or you can do the other way. You can go buy pizza. Technically, that's still going out, right? But a large pizza can last you, we'll say, 2 days. That's 2 days with you out spending money just from getting that pizza. You don't have to eat out all the time. You can do that, or like I said, cook your own food. You can go to the store, buy your own ingredients, and cook everything yourself. The prep time, yeah, it'll take a while to make everything, but it kind of saves you in the long run as far as money wise. Me again, for example, I like burgers a lot. So what I do, I buy me a pack of hamburgers. It's like $10. I get the hamburger buns. We'll say $2. That's $12, and that's my lunch for the week. As far as for going to work, and that's it. That's how I. That's one of the little ways I save money. I still go out to eat every now and then, but I'm limiting my time doing that. I'm not going out as much. So I'm saving more money, just a little bit. It's not much, but that little bit helps. When you have nothing, $10 or $20 does help out a lot.
Yeah, yeah, it does help out a lot because you got that one day where it'll be like, oh yeah, I just need to buy some food. What? Got $20 left? Good.
Exactly.
But yeah, like yeah, I can afford to go out to eat. You know, McDonald's or Wendy's, give me a 4 for 4. I can still use this 10. Give me a combo.
Yes, sir. That's all for four.
Oh man, and then yeah, and I seen a difference too when I stopped. Like just like spending money on eating out, and even going to the store and just snacking all the time. I mean, yeah, you can get you a snack, but those snacks will add up too. Just buying snacks and drinks every day too. Because I mean, I couldn't help myself. I used to go to Walgreens, all the time, or Wawa too, and then just pick me up something, after work. But I used to do that every night though. But when I stopped, I noticed I saved some money. So yeah, so I can do it occasionally, just not the same thing where I'm just draining my pockets.
Exactly.
Because there's people out there that go and buy them energy drinks every day or every night. That adds up too.
Yeah, 'cause them energy drinks are like what, $2, $3 a can.
Yeah, stuff is already getting more expensive anyway. Like $1 over, sometimes two.
Exactly. So,
On them
like I
snacks.
said, I'm just trying to help y'all find ways to cut corners, and that kind of goes into the next topic. And we all hate it and love it. Subscription plans. And what do we mean by that?
But yeah.
We talking about Netflix, Hulu, BET, HBO. I feel like I'm forgetting a few more.
Oh yeah, there's more than just a few more right there. You're talking about Amazon Prime and Paramount Plus and Disney Plus
Oh
and
yeah,
this plus
Disney
and
Plus,
that plus YouTube
ESPN.
Premium and much much more.
Like all of those add up. Like I know you're thinking like just by themselves. Oh, Hulu is only what, $9. That's nothing. Yeah, you're right. Okay, Netflix. Oh, it's $14. Well, I can afford that. Okay, that's cool. But then it starts adding up. Now you got Disney Plus. Now you got BET. You got HBO. All those, we'll say for the sake of the argument, $10 a piece. If you got like 6, 7 of them, that's $70 just on the subscriptions. And we're not even talking about other types of subscriptions too. Like I don't know, maybe some people have a Tender or like you said, YouTube. There's so many other different type of subscription plans. All those things add up. The whole point of us saying this is maybe you can cut out a few of them. Like me, for
Yeah.
example, I haven't used Hulu in a little while, so I cut out Hulu. I still go to every blue moon, but not as much as some of the other ones, so I just cut that out. Yeah, it was only like $9, but again, $9 go a long way if you have nothing or you're trying to save up something, and you'll start noticing a difference when you start cutting out certain pocket draining things.
That's true. That's true because we do know a lot of people that got everything. Saying like yeah, streaming cheaper than cable bills, but if you get all the streaming platforms, it's more than more than that for real.
It might as well be a cable
Every
bill when
single
it
thing.
adds up.
Yeah, when it adds up, yeah, because every network is, especially when every network is doing their own thing, then all of a sudden they want to stream something, and then that's another membership right there. So like what I do, that I keep, yeah, like Vella was saying, just keep a limit. Like just keep the ones that you know you're gonna watch the most. Like I have subscriptions too, but I know I'm gonna always be using YouTube, so YouTube Premium makes sense. And I use the YouTube Music a lot. I like to download, some YouTube videos when I work. If I have, especially where I work at and I don't have no service, I can still download the videos and watch them later. And then and then it comes with YouTube Originals, which I don't even watch no more. But still, I like the other two perks, and I always and then oh yeah, and then there's no ads at that. That's useful to me. So I know so I'm gonna always keep that subscription because I know like so far I'm always on YouTube. Even when I look up, oh yeah, even when I do my crypto research, YouTube is one of my sources. So yeah, so keep the subscriptions that you know that you always use more than the other ones. And then the other two subscriptions, I mean, what you can do is like if you have roommates or you live in with your parents, y'all can pay for different services if y'all want everything. You do, like you're paying for this under your name, and then yet they can watch it too since they're in the same house and just share your password. And then they buy two services, and the other one buys a bundle, which comes with like three services. If you want that, if you want everything available in your house. And then again, think about how much time you have to watch all that. Do you have time to watch every single thing that comes on? Every single different thing that comes on these different streaming channels too. If you don't, why waste the money?
Exactly. Take us for example. We got jobs, we got life, different things in life to handle. We're trying to do a podcast. We're trying to invest, trade. It's like, well, we barely got any time.
Yeah, we talked about a long list of subscriptions.
Exactly. I maybe got like a day. I want to say like maybe a day to myself to like watch something, but usually like my days off, even I'm working at my second job, or I'm at the house working on things, fixing appliances, vehicles, whatever the case is, or I'm studying up on stocks, new trading techniques, insights, and what's going on with the news lately concerning the market,
Yeah,
or
a lot right
just
there.
things like that. Yeah, and money is the same way. How you know all this information about crypto? You had to research this, and we know research takes time.
Oh yeah, yep, yeah. It'll take some time from you, and especially when you're really into what you're researching, you're gonna be doing a lot of that. Especially when you're into it and you're using it. So yeah, so we have to make that sacrifice. So yeah, we take our time out of our day to research. Um, and what else? We work two jobs. Both of us work two jobs, so that's a lot of time right there. We work over 40 hours, and then we have to take time out of our day to make this podcast too. And then we got family stuff going on. That takes us away from what we want to do sometimes too.
Yeah, and then we still got to make spare time to do our own investing or trading.
Yeah, that's true too. And then especially with me checking up on everything since I got cryptos. So I got to make sure my shares are straight, and the rewards I earn are still at the same rate too. All that good stuff. So yeah, we actually do a lot. So do we need all these streaming services? No. Good to have options though. You got a family that pay for different stuff. So
Yeah,
so I still got a lot of them myself. Through my family because I pay for some, and then my family pay for some too. But at least we're doing that, and not one person pay for everything. Now, if you got money like that, that's different. You do what you want to do, and you can
yeah,
still do what you want to do. You don't have to listen to us, but that's something to think about. Like, how
exactly.
much money can you save just by only watching what what you need, or just by paying for what you need and how much time you got, you know, to do all that, go through all these, channels.
Yeah.
Because I know there's some streaming channels I haven't went on for a long time that only go on sometimes. I'm like, I'm glad I didn't pay for this.
Same here. Same here.
Yep. And then we can go into our next topic too, like limiting bad habits. Okay, because these are some bad habits too. Like the other topic we was talking about, like getting energy drinks all the time. When you get off work or when you're about to go to work. But like smoking and drinking is definitely like an expensive habit. Especially with smoking, like buying packs of cigarettes every day.
Yeah, I can attest to that because I'm a smoker. Well, now I smoke Black and Milds, but yeah, when it came to them cigarettes, I guess I was a chain smoker, but packs will last me about 2 days, and then I'm running to get another pack. I know some people a pack lasts them a day, and they run to get another one. And those you smoke Newports, them things expensive. Like what, 7 and up? Well, we'll say 6 and up, depending on the state and all that. But for where we at, I know a pack of Newports cost us about seven and some change.
Yep, all that adds up. So imagine, like, if you didn't do all that, like, where and you put the money somewhere else, like stocks or cryptos. You know how many shares you could buy? Adding all that money that you're spending every day on, cigarettes, all these different types of cigarettes and Black and Miles. But we don't expect you to, quit or quit right away. But
Yeah,
you can at
expect me
least limit some of those habits. Cigarettes are hard to quit.
we were talking about cutting corners and bad habits. I'm saying, yeah, don't smoke too much. I'm telling you, I'm not cutting.
At least they know you know.
Like, I'm gonna lie. Every some days I'll try, or I'm like, you know what? Instead of running out tonight to go get some Black and Milds, I'll wait till the next day, or wait till my paycheck come, or I'll slow. What I'll do, I'll slow down on how quick I smoke them. It just extends the time further down the road when I have to buy another pack. I'm not saying completely quit or limit how many packs you pass. I just slow down a little bit how I'm smoking. Because at one point I used to smoke because of a certain job I work at. We used to get a break every 2 hours. It was a real stressful job. And around that time, I think a pack that was when I was a virgin smoker. Like I kind of I wouldn't say just started, but a pack would last me like a week, 2 weeks. We'll say close to 2 weeks. After going to that job, that's when a pack started lasting me 2 days. Every single break, I was smoking every 2 hours. And when I left, I would smoke about 2 cigs getting home. I eat when I get home. After that, I'm smoking another cig. I go do something else before I go to bed, smoke another one. And then when I wake up, the process starts all over again.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. 2 days, like went from 2 weeks to 2 days.
Exactly. So I was
Yeah,
saying that they're not
um,
going to quit cold turkey. We're just saying at least try to slow down a little bit on the smoking. Now the drinking, that's slightly a different story. Slightly.
yeah, yeah. I drank too, but I'm not an alcoholic, but I drank too. But at least I drank occasionally, though. That's the thing. Like, you got bad habits, do certain things especially you got habits like that. Just try to either limit it, and then with the drinking thing, yeah, just it wouldn't hurt to do it on occasion. Because there's people out there, constantly buy packs of beers or them liquor bottles be expensive too. You spend, especially the good ones, be like 30, $40 right there
You
per.
trying to cut
Or you
corners to
going
get
to
the cheap one,
yeah,
but
you can
they'll
get
run.
ones too, but still, like, and then if you go out every night, so them drinks be expensive at them bars too. Like I remember seeing like $10 a shot, and then with certain liquors, it's $30 a shot.
You was going to the high end bars, weren't you?
So they weren't no, they weren't even high end for real. I mean, you had to dress up semi casual, but there was like what you call those type bars, like club bars or social bars or something like that. Social clubs, that's what it was.
And you would never catch me drinking 30 a shot.
I'll pay the $10 for a shot, because I'll pregame and then pay $10 for a couple of shots, but I'm not paying $30 for a shot.
I'm sorry, I'm still cheap.
Get
I
some
don't know
money.
if I want to pay 10. I might pay 6, 5.
It's yeah.
I'm cheap, sorry.
I'm cheap too. I'm not paying $30 for a shot. I don't
Buy
care
a whole
what it
bottle.
is. And some people want that Hennessy that bad.
I don't care. I'm not doing 30 a shot.
I'm
And for
not doing 30 shots.
the people that
10,
seriously drink, no, go ahead.
I'm just saying 10 was bad for me, but I'll
Exactly.
do it.
Yeah, I guess I'm kind of on the same page. Like I'll do 10, but that's not my goal.
Yeah,
But
I mean that wouldn't be my goal too. I mean, just for that night, and then payday, you're not going to care. I mean, I wouldn't get too much, like three or four shots be my limit since I got to pay like, $10 a shot. But I would try to at least pregame before that.
right, right. And for the heavy drinkers, y'all they be drinking every single day. Nothing against y'all, but like at, at least try to cut at least one day out. Just one day you won't drink or just sip. Don't be drowning yourself in the bottle. Like at least just sip that one day.
Yeah, because alcohol can get it addictive too. You can get to that point. Yeah, I'm alcoholic too.
Oh, and for my people to smoke that medical herbs, yeah, I gotta
Uh-huh.
stop buying all the time. Look, it be getting expensive. I know it's the good, but like it get expensive.
Oh yeah, like yeah, a lot of people spend all that money on weed. Like, just imagine how much you would have saved up if you weren't buying no weed. Like, you just buying stocks instead or cryptos.
Or just save money in general. Like I don't think they're gonna stop. They're not gonna stop buying weed. What I'm just saying is, again, with the like with smoking and drinking, just cut it out some days. 'Cause I've been told by too many people. It's like this is how they operate through the day. They gotta smoke something, which I can understand. Like they want like at work, you want me to keep a calm, cool, collected manner. I gotta smoke before I go in or something, which I understand. But
Yeah, I understand too. Trust me. Uh-huh.
it's people I know every day going out to buy. I'm like, come on.
Yeah,
But
it
then
could turn.
again, what can I say? I smoke blacks.
Yeah. Yep. You smoke blacks, and then I just drink occasionally. You know. I mean, I catch myself like buying a bottle every week, well, liquor. Like instead of wine, but I had to put a stop to that. Be like, because I was like, oh, let me try this one out. Oh, let me try this one out. Enough for $40. Now, like, you got to learn how to say no to yourself sometimes. Especially when it comes to bad habits like that. Just say no to yourself sometimes, and then just save that money for like when you need it, or if you're trying to do what we do, and you just don't know how to start off. At least you have some money.
Even if you don't want to do what we do, this still helps you out to have more money. Even if you do have a crazy habit, just if you cut out certain things, you'll have more money to do other things. You want to go out on a little trip, and I'm not talking about no like crazy vacation, just a little trip. You want a little money for it? Cut some corners this time. Maybe you don't want to cut. You don't want to completely cut out all your subscriptions. Just cut it off for this month. Just this month. I'm pretty sure some people got like 8, 9, 10 subscriptions. You cut all that out, you probably have an extra $100 just for that month. You can resubscribe. It's not a permanent thing. So you can resubscribe resubscribe. Sorry, and that money you saved up, you can use it to buy something you always wanted, take a trip, or just to have extra money. It doesn't have to be what me and Money is doing with investing in cryptos and stocks. You can do your own thing. We're just trying to help you cut corners and trying to save money.
Yeah, definitely. That's what it's about. Just like the little things that you stop doing to help you save money, basically, or the little things that you do to help you save money.
Exactly. Because those little insignificant things you think don't really have much of an effect. Like just maybe try cutting it out for 1 week. You'll see a difference.
Yeah, you will. And then and getting to finding good deals too.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, like codes, for your subscriptions. Cause that's what I end up doing. Like one time for like Hulu, I ended up getting that discount on the subscription for a certain amount of time when they was doing that Christmas special. So yeah, promo codes with some of your services or whatever you're getting, discounts of course, like coupons. No, any coupon you can find, like when I had a habit of ordering pizza on the weekends, at least I ripped out a coupon. That's before I started even working at Pizza Hut. I was using the coupons. So like if I want me a large stuffed crust, some brownies on the side. So I was rip out a coupon for each one.
Man, you get me hungry right now. Like I'm thinking about
Go
getting something to eat now.
get your medium spicy levels. Take off the peppers because that's too much heat. But yeah, like little stuff like that will go a long way. Just keep a coupon book because we get those coupons in the mail, like Hardee's or wherever restaurant we're near. Even our emails, but I doubt a lot of people check that.
Bro, I'm about to say you sound like an old man talking about keeping a coupon book. Look, everything is online.
Yeah, everything is online, like even
Like
email.
most people download the app. Like, people Starbucks.
Yeah,
Y'all know, like, you buy so many frappes, you'll get points or whatever the case is. You'll get a free one the next time you visit.
yeah,
Use the apps that they give you. McDonald's has an app. Hardee's. All these places have apps. When you buy so many things or you do certain actions, you'll get reward points or you'll get free things like gas stations. Use the gas station's card. You'll start getting reward points. Eventually, I forget what it rounds up to. Like, what is cent to the gallon? Something like that, or 5 cents a gallon, whatever it
yeah,
is. You get reward points for that. Use that. And then,
yeah,
what's the other one? Oh, sometimes I wouldn't say when you need something, when you want something. I think sometimes you have to learn to put it on hold or just wait just a little while. And the reason I say that is when you go to certain stores or you want to buy like a piece of equipment, maybe a computer, a new phone, some clothes, or whatever the case may be, a lot of these stores will have sales going on. Now I know you're thinking like, I don't know when sales are happening. Exactly. That's why sometimes you wait. Watch. Some, you know, almost every month has a holiday. Almost has a holiday or some special day going on. Like, July. We'll give July for example. I don't know anything in June. Or well no, end of May, end of Memorial.
yeah. Like well, June, is Father's Day.
Right,
Um,
right, right. That's right.
yeah,
Yeah, those two, like Memorial Day. A lot of stores, companies have a Memorial Day sale. Some go on the day, and a lot of times, a lot of these stores are seeing emails of a special deal going on for Memorial Week. The 30% off, the 20% off if you order something. Use those. Same things for Father's Day. And Amazon. We'll take Mother's Day for example. There was so many Mother's Day sales going on at Amazon. And yeah, Amazon Prime is plastered all over the page and you get emails about it all the time. There's deals and sales going on. Sometimes it just helps to wait sometimes. Like I said, there's almost a holiday in every month. You don't necessarily have to jump up and get what you want right this second. Sometimes wait a little while. You might catch a little deal. You might catch a break.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Graduations happen in June too. You know, like high school. I believe college too. Yeah, because I maybe.
You
Eh,
might be right, but yeah, you have graduations too. So there's
Yeah.
all type of sale going on sometimes centered around holidays. Some stores, they have the little, it's like the 21st anniversary or whatever the case is. Sometimes there's always a sale. Not always, just certain points in time, there's going to be a sale. Just sometimes you have to wait and look out for certain things. Because there's been times I bought something and then like a week later it went on sale. I didn't realize it was near a holiday because I don't pay attention to the dates like that. I just kind of coast through.
Right. You know, like you said, like keep a coupon book in the car. Right. And then rip something out if you had to, as a last resort.
That's true.
But or just start like a rewards thing within the store that you go to all the time. Like I be going to Walgreens. Uh, I was like right around the corner, or uh, and there's or or if you go to CVS a lot too. Just start a or Food Line, start a reward. You can start a rewards thing, and then like when you keep buying, those points will add up, and then next thing you go for a long time doing that, you have $5 off something. You're worried about beef jerky being too expensive. It ain't gonna be expensive no more when you spend the points on it.
Exactly. Amazon, because I use my Amazon card a lot. Of course, I pay it off, but whenever I need to use or want to use it, of course, you get reward points. Now, I went like a whole year or some change without using my reward points. I think and this goes back to subscriptions. I have an Amazon Prime because I use Amazon consistently. I'm always ordering something. And it's not necessarily wants, it's actually things I need. Sometimes I just don't feel like going out to get it, or it's too far, or I know certain stores won't have it, and I just need to get it off of Amazon because I know it might be cheaper, might get a better deal, whatever the case may be. I'm always using Amazon, so therefore I have an Amazon Prime subscription. I always use my credit card, Amazon credit card. Like I said, I went like a whole year, some change without using it. And I thought back to it, I said, oh yeah, I have reward points. Let me go check that. I think I had like $75 of reward points. I'm like, oh, I'm about to go on a little spending spree.
And yeah, and there you go. And then that reminds me too, because that's I was watching a Richard Hart stream too, and then he was talking about like the rewards of delayed gratification. You know, not getting money instantly, but like waiting a long time, cash out and see what happens. Especially you got a good asset. Especially when he was talking about like Bitcoin and of course Hex too. But he was like, yeah, basically like the people who invested in Bitcoin and held for a long time, not even thinking about it. They profited the most because it went up like sky high. And then that's what a lot of good stuff, like you catch the best like return on investment just like years after, just waiting a long time, especially if it's a good one. You get the highest price that it was at, all-time highs. So yeah, so holding it and not thinking about it, could be rewarding too when you're investing.
Yep, I did the same thing with Dogecoin. Like if y'all have heard this story before, I bought it. I think when it was like 15, 10 cents. Completely forgot about it. Months later, like many months later, I'm just having to look at my portfolio. I'm like, that's a weird increase. I'm going through all my investments. I'm like, none of this is causing my portfolio to increase like this. So what is it? And then I had to remember. I said, oh yeah, I invested in Dogecoin. Let me check and see how much is how much is actually worth now. Lo and behold, I think at the time it was worth like 45 cents. I'm like, oh, then I had to go. This is me not doing research, but this is like the I guess the blessing of not paying attention to it at the time, because I just did it in a pastime of investing. And like, oh well, I'll buy some. Maybe it'll go up. We'll see what happens later on. I didn't pay any attention to it, and then many months down the road, it was worth something. So sometimes it helps to be not paying attention.
Yeah, and then no, and we're not saying, be careless when you buy something and then hope it'll go up, but we're saying like well, especially with cryptos, you're going to want to check on the stuff that you bought, just in case you have to go through token migration or you think it's about to drop and then you want to sell. We're just saying you don't have to stress yourself, like just keep on like looking at everything, be like, oh, when am I going to sell? When am I going to sell? Just constantly worrying about time in the market, basically. Just just relax. Just especially if you're a long term investor. Just relax. You can still check up on your stuff, but don't worry about like when it's gonna shoot up. Because like when you like right when you take your attention off that, and then you just know what's going on with your shares, and then know that it's in a safe place, and that just not constantly thinking about it, then yeah, it could just shoot up just like that, and then we look at it, be like, oh, like how this happened.
Right, that's true. And then now, thinking about it, that we have some time. There's another way to save money through budgeting: recycling. People take care of the earth, trying to help the environment. We all recycle, but wouldn't it be nice to get paid for recycling? It sounds like an ad, don't it? Like I'm starting an ad, and I'm gonna give it to my boy Money.
Yeah, we ain't got sponsored yet.
It's like I'm giving out an ad.
I was like, yeah, yeah, you sound like you about to sell something right here. I don't even know what it is. What is it?
You already know Green Zone.
Yeah, grains. And we've mentioned it, before through previous episodes. It's just because we always get to that point. Like whether we talk about like passive income, now we're literally talking about recycling. So you can save money because we buy stuff and then we always gonna leave behind trash. But why? Like we've been throwing away trash all our lives, not get paid for it. Might as well get paid for it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, so it wouldn't take much to buy a bin, whether you had to spend like, 50 or $100 or maybe 250, and then just throw away, your recycled cans, all them sodas you've been drinking, throw away all that aluminum or glass or even cardboard box. I know y'all got some cardboard at the house because a lot of people order from Amazon anyway. And then why not just earn crypto for it? And then you don't get no fees too. So and then that crypto goes up. It's called GZX, and that crypto goes up in price because they take um what you gave to them, all those recyclables, and then cash out and then put it back, into the coin. So yeah, why not get paid for, it's your trash too. So you've been throwing it away for free. What like why don't why don't you just get paid for it? Even if you earn $50, that's still an extra $50. You didn't have to work for all you did was throw away your trash or recycle.
That's true. You can always recycle. You can always save money that way.
Yeah. So yeah, green zone is definitely a good example because everybody can do it. Everybody can make money like that.
And again, I know like people are wondering again, why are we talking about these budgeting things? How is this going to save up wealth? Again, even if you don't want to do investing or in cryptos, I'm gonna keep repeating it, keep drilling ahead. Like, no, that's not financial advice. We just talking about money. This is just for fun. We just trying to give you some ideas, not financial advice.
Yeah.
Doing these certain things, it can
Yeah.
help you save money to the next check, or if you want to get something expensive, take a trip. These little think of all the things we've just talked about, and then you've really started budgeting out of every single topic we talked about. You can save a pretty significant amount of money through just doing that. And we're not talking about picking up a second job or even investing or anything other. This is just cutting what you're spending. Like try to focus more on saving than spending. Don't spend more than what you get in returns. Always make sure the return is higher than you're spending. But
Yeah.
sometimes, yeah, exactly. Like we try to do that, but it's not as easy as we make it seem. So we're just trying to give you ways to cut out like money draining activities. And then for those who do want to invest or even day trade or invest in cryptos, trade in cryptos, once you start getting into it, you're gonna start looking for ways to throw more money into it. Not because everything's going up, because you seriously want to invest or even do passive investing. You need to find ways to fuel this money machine. As I would like to say, you got to fuel this money machine. You need more money, right? And as you're investing, you will realize an extra 20 or extra 30 can help you buy uh, a certain percentage of more shares or like actual more whole shares. And in cryptos, this goes an even longer way because some of these cryptos money be talking about are still under a penny or they're severely under $1. They're like between say like 20 and 60 cents. Some of the cryptos he's talking about. That extra 20 or $30 you save will help out generously. It will help out a lot. This is how you build up wealth. Wealth takes a very long time. It's a slow process, very slow process. And this slow process, you have this massive amount of time. Imagine you're always trying to cut corners within your budget. It's not going to work every single time. Sometimes you're going to have to reach into it. Sometimes you do want to go out. We're all humans. I don't stick to this plan all the time. If I want to go out, I want to go out. I'm gonna get something to eat. I want to buy something because I really want it. I've been seeing it for a long time. I'm going to get it. We understand that, but we're just saying to help out. It will help you out just to cut your spending habits just a little bit, and you'll see. You can just do it for 1 week, and you will see a difference. And like I said, if you're serious about investing, the extra 20, 30, 40, however much it may be, will help you out in the long run. Because you're doing this over a long time. It's not going to be, a couple weeks, couple months. Potentially, possibly it could do a couple years, but for most of us, it's not going to be a couple years. It's years down the road. Those little budget cuts will help you. Trust me.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And then we're not, you know, like the type of building where you're just looking for that coin, to do what Doge did and go back down, but you still get rich, looking for that next big hit, because I mean there's some people that manage to be millionaires off that, but how many of those people compared to like the majority, because now you got people trying to buy these, like meme coins, and then like the majority is already too late, but the ones
Or
that invest early, yeah. So yeah, so just build, not financial advice, but yeah, actually build for something that you actually think is going to work and not just going to go up just because. So that's where the people make a mistake at, and also I don't care what nobody say. Scratch tickets and playing the lottery is not an investment.
now, you want to do that in your pastime? I know people love playing the tickets and scratch offs. Sure, go do that. But again, not financial advice, just a suggestion. Don't pour all your money into it. Like if you want to spend $20, $30 that you're willing to spend knowing you can lose it, sure, go do it. But just know that $20 or $30 could go towards maybe a bill you have, or maybe it's something you want to get, or you want to eat somewhere a little bit more special. You might need that extra $30 you spend on tickets or scratch offs. Just a helpful suggestion.
Yeah, and then just like we went over before, know how much money you can save, because because there's people that play the lottery like all the time, every day, every week. It's like thinking it's an investment. Oh yeah, one day I'm going to hit. But what if you had all that money, in the cryptos that's very cheap or stocks, you know, because that all adds up.
Exactly. Like imagine a person that's been playing scratch offs and lotto for years, putting we'll just say $10 or $20 a week. Now imagine, remember, people play this for years. We'll say just even 3 years, and they're spending like 20 a week. You can add that up. You know how much money they could have saved? Now, I mean, we're not even talking about investing it, just saving it. You know how much money they would have saved? It
Yeah,
makes
a
you,
whole lot of money, years worth of money at that. When you think about it, years worth of
yeah,
money. If you're just throwing it away, not hitting the lottery, you practically just throwing it away. And then you've been playing the lottery for years. So imagine if all that was saved, plus a little bit of interest, just in your savings account.
that's what I'm saying. There's many ways to save money. I think just some of us aren't willing to, I wouldn't say take a risk, but make sacrifices.
Yeah, definitely make the sacrifice. You have to be willing to, not financial advice, but yeah, a lot of stuff you want, especially when it comes to being good. You want to be good in investing. Sometimes, yeah, and then you're like us. Yeah, you're gonna have to make that sacrifice your time to learn, and also sacrifice on your habits.
Yeah.
Some things you just don't need to spend money on, to get to where you need to be, so you can pay like however you want for these shares for your portfolio.
Yeah. And make a
Don't be afraid to
sacrifice.
start off slow. Yeah, and don't be afraid to start off slow. Everybody's just not going to start off investing, $100 a week. But like, oh yeah, I'm gonna throw $100 in there this week and throw $100 in there that week. You can just start off real small and work your way up.
Exactly. You don't have to start big, start small.
Yep. So, like, whether you want to do it or not, and then that comes with a lot of things, that you want to do, instead of work that you love doing. It can even go into your hobbies. You got to sacrifice some of that time to get good at it, to where you don't have to work in order to do it.
Yeah. Like if you're an athlete and you want to be a pro athlete, or you just like staying in a healthy condition and a fine tuned body, you got to make some sacrifice because you always got to train. You always got to work out. You can't eat a certain way that you want to. Every blue moon you can, but you got to eat healthy. Make sure you keep your diet right. Make sure you got your calories and proteins and all these other. So that cuts out certain foods you can eat and how much you can eat. You always got to train, so that cuts time into like watching shows or hanging out with friends. Cause you're always working out. If you got a job, as soon as leave work, some people do it before they go to work. They work it out at the gym or at the house, or they do it after they get off work. They go to the gym. That time going to the gym could have been hanging out with friends or watching a show, but they made the sacrificing that time to go out or do something that they kind of want to do for self enjoyment. They made that sacrifice to do what they really wanted to truly do. Their healthy and fit body, or like I said, they being an athlete, and that goes into any avenue. Like you want to be a doctor, you're seriously gonna have to sacrifice a lot because you literally have to study and study and study and test and study, so on, research, research, research. That's not something you can just kind of do every now and then. If you seriously wanted to be a doctor, you have to sacrifice a lot of time. And even when you become a doctor, a lot of your time is sacrificed. But that's your goal. That's what you wanted, right? When you want certain things in life, you have to make a sacrifice. Wherever, whenever you make a choice, regardless if it's the greatest choice, it's the greatest benefits, there's always a sacrifice because you didn't get something you could have gotten. When you make this choice, you lost the option to have this. That's a sacrifice. So there will always be some type of sacrifice. It's the question is, are you willing to make that sacrifice to
Yeah,
achieve your
because it
goal?
will go down to how bad do you want it. Because think about it. Like if you were just to go back in time, right, where Bitcoin was worth dollars instead of tens of thousands of dollars, like I know a lot of people would do something to make that happen. And a lot of people that said they don't have the funds to invest or they don't have time to study. Like yeah. So even for the people that claim that they don't have the funds to invest, I know they would do everything they can to actually make that happen. Sacrifice their bad habits so they can throw some dollars into that Bitcoin because they know since they went back in time, they know is destined to hit 70,000 in the future.
Yeah, if I knew it was gonna go this much, I definitely would have bought it years ago.
Yeah, there would
I
be
didn't know
like you
nothing
would
about
rarely hear any
crypto.
excuses. Like you will rarely hear any excuses. Like they will scrap up some change, or put it in a jar. Like I mean, come on, Bitcoin worth $1.
And that's what I'm saying. Just imagine you just only had one, just one.
Yeah, and then imagine what if you knew 100% that a coin, like even an altcoin, that doesn't have to be Bitcoin, even an altcoin was going to be $10,000 within that next year. Like, would you hear anybody making any excuses? Be like, no, I don't have the funds to invest. No, they would scrap up something to get that coin that's worth $1 that's going to turn into 10,000 next year. They would, build up as much as they can.
Exactly. They would make some type of sacrifice. Like, do I got to sell my laptop? Something, because I know for sure, even though I'm selling my laptop, I lose the laptop. Well, that's kind of going to extreme. Just to say it was worth $1. But like I said, just taking the time out your day to do the research, and like for sure it's going to go up. I sacrificed $1 or my time that could went spending with friends or watching videos all day or doing certain activities to research this. I sacrificed my time for that to research this. Now I come to find out I know almost 100%. It may not be 10,000, but it would definitely the price of that crypto will be astronomical. I have to at least get one coin. But if you're that dedicated, your goal isn't to get one. You're trying to scrape up massive amounts of it, as much as you can. So therefore, I know it's worth a lot. I might even sell my laptop. That laptop might be worth $500-$600, but I know that coin is going to be worth like tens of thousands of dollars. That's a
Yeah,
very small sacrifice. I wouldn't even call that sacrifice. That's just a good deal.
yeah. And then you got people out here sleeping on air beds, that got the money to buy a real bed, but sleeping on air beds, just to save money, selling houses, selling their property that they bought because they believe in these cryptos so much because they done the research to like where they 90 to 100% believe that it's going to pay off in the long run if they make them sacrifices now.
Oh,
You know,
and we're not telling you all to go sacrifice everything you have to get this one coin. This is not financial advice. I'm not telling you to go sell your car and sell your house to get this crypto coin. We're not saying that.
yeah, they might have sold their cars too. But yeah, they missed out on that on that bill money too. I'm paying bills like, oh yeah, I didn't sacrifice all our bill money to buy some hex that I saw in this documentary clip. Now we're not telling you go stupid, but make some type of sacrifice, especially with these bad habits. But yeah, like I mean, that's a mindset I have. Like I study crypto so much, like I'm certain like the ones that I invest in are destined to go up, but I'm doing whatever I can to build towards it. Even if I like, and I did this before too. Even if I have to invest $10 a week, those coins are cheap enough for me to do that. And I did it. I'd done $10 a week before when I didn't have the funds to, buy the amount I wanted to. I was still, accumulating.
It all goes to sacrifice. You gotta be
Yeah.
willing to sacrifice something.
Yep. So we're not telling you. I mean, this ain't financial advice. We're not telling you to, go overboard and sell all your properties, sell your cars, sell your soul. Definitely don't do that. Sell all
Hey,
your clothes.
he went to the extreme. Yeah, don't sell your car. Don't sell your soul. I ain't giving away my soul for no crypto. I don't care how much I love it. But no.
But nah, don't go overboard. We're not telling you that. We're not telling you what to do. But we're just telling you what it comes with, because this is not an easy game that we're playing. That's one thing I'm certain about. This is not easy. It's not going to be easy. So don't go in expecting it to be easy, but at least you can make it easier on yourself by doing certain things and not doing certain things.
Yeah, but even then, unfortunately, you're going to take some type of loss. I don't know what loss. You can manage it, but you're going to take a loss in some way, shape, or form. Because, like Money said, this is a dangerous and risky game. And it's
Yes,
like high risk for a high reward.
definitely the definition of that. High risk, high reward. And yeah, at the end of the day, how bad do you want it? Because we can't want it for you, even though we're making this podcast for you. We can't want it for you. We're just informers.
Exactly.
And don't think we're saying this because we're rich either. We just like talking about money. Not financial advice whatsoever.
Yeah.
So yeah, you do what you want to do. We just share our opinions and what we learn.
Exactly. We just all trying to find a way to build up wealth. It'd be nice to be rich, but it's even better to be wealthy.
Oh yeah. So and then if you end up being rich, turn your riches into wealth and preserve.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yep.
If you got an opportunity, take it.
Yep. So that's pretty much it for episode 8. Managed to reach the mid-season. Oh yeah. And yeah, we pretty much covered every concept, for you beginners. But now, it's time to, work our way up too. So like you pretty much going to be in our playing field when we go technical, and while we're going to be up to date on some stuff that's going on out here. So be aware of that. So it's your choice to, catch up or just be left behind.
That too. But even if we some of the things we talked about over the past episodes were a little confusing, like especially when it comes to certain terms, which I'm pretty sure a lot of them we explain to the best of our abilities or the best we can within that time frame. We're gonna go in even a lot more detail in next season. And like Money said, this is our playing field. So we're kind of going to take you into our minds. Like we're going to talk about technical terms, strategies, how we strategize when it comes to investing or trading or buying. Like this is going to be our playing field. We're kind of going to take you into our minds, what we see, how we view it. Kind of, I want to say, I guess I'll say strategies again. We'll talk about other people's strategies and how they view cryptos or the stock or trading, and what we learn from I guess I wouldn't say even some of our peers and idols and people we look up to. We're going to go into great detail about
that. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, and then we still got this other half of the season left. But yeah, definitely. But we're just gonna give you an idea of how season 2 is gonna be. And yeah, we're gonna shake it up on season 2. But yeah, but right now, we're gonna close this episode out. Yeah, I pretty much know what's coming next. And yeah, until next time.
Money and Belly out.